I think we should be live.
Yes, we should be. Hello everyone and welcome to UKSG Summer 2020. So, Ulvind, would you like to introduce yourself for your run?
Well, I'm Ulvind. I'm a French runner, and yeah, this is Void Space Racing. It's a game inspired by another game released on PC this time called Orbital Racer. This one is Switch exclusive. You can normally find it when it's on sale for about like €1, something like that. And yes, for those wondering, this is a 5'10" teddy bear behind me. So the objective of this category will be to do all 8 tracks. The objective will be to do all 8 tracks in order. In the easy category, the most of the difference, most of the difference actually comes from the fact you have less laps to complete. The AI is easier, and the requirements for the number of checkpoints you can skip is usually way more loose and easy. It's a moot point though, because 100% means that I have to pass through every single checkpoint without missing a single one. If I miss one checkpoint, I have to redo the entire track. So yeah, it's kind of a moot point then. So I propose we begin, pretty much, here.
Alright, okay. We should be ready to start then.
We begin with Gaia and the Moon. Do you like a specific color, or no? There's orange, yellow, green, light blue, dark blue, purple, pink.
What color to go for? Very good question.
I'm going to go yellow, because that's a black and yellow, and given I'm playing with the Wasp, it's kind of fitting, really. So we're going to start.
Okay. Good luck.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Good luck.
So, the thing is, you're playing with a total of 7 AIs. It's a 8-way race, but usually AI shouldn't be a problem during every single track that we do. Mostly because we pretty much go past them very quickly, and they pretty much never come back past us. There's 3 categories for that. They're 100% easy, normal, and hard. The only difference is the number of laps. So in easy you have 3 laps, in normal you have 4 laps, and in hard you have 5 laps. And the AI is actually way harder in hard as well, because and the thing is, you have to finish first of every single track if you want to continue to the next one. For us, it shouldn't be an issue. Normally, we never have much problems beating the AI in easy, or even in normal for that matter. It's just a matter of taking the corners as close as we can from the end right there. Okay. Second track, furthest from the sun. So that's where I'm pretty much starting to talk about the different tracks. All tracks are actually inspired by our own solar system. So as you can see, as you can see, the first track is called Gaia and the Moon, so it's very close to the Earth and the Moon. More of a space station, like the International Space Station. This one is furthest from the Sun. I think you can guess which one it is. And after that, you have pretty much one track. Most of the tracks actually are relating to places in the solar system. that we probably have or haven't visited. You never know. With the exception of the last track, I will talk about it when we get to it. So, it's a game that is pretty easy to actually understand. You have one button to accelerate, one button to brake, and one button to turn. And the thing is, we will press the A button, so the button to accelerate absolutely all the time. And it's just a matter of tapping the B button, so the button to brake, at specific times to make sure we actually have the best... we actually have the best times and the best... Oh my god! We actually have the best times and the best trajectories. And this is sadly way too common. The game crashes very often. And you will see that in pretty much every attempt I do. I actually talked about that to the... Oh god. I actually talked about that with the devs of this game, so Sonka. They have absolutely no idea why the game breaks or why the game crashes. And they can't solve it because the team that was working on that is not working there anymore. So yeah, I'm pretty much stuck with. Yeah, I'm pretty much stuck with this. That's the thing. I actually like my world record in PB didn't have these crashes, but every time I played, like for the past, I think 8 or 9 months, I think. Every single time I played, I had a crash. And I tried pretty much everything. I tried... so what did I try? I tried transferring from my SD card to my Switch data, and the opposite as well. I tried uninstalling the game, then reinstalling. Yeah, nothing worked, and it's all a bit sad because it's a very good game, and it's just a shame that I have to pretty much go into a run telling myself that most of the runs will actually die because there will be a crash at some point. It's usually around this track, so I'm not. I was kind of expecting it, but I was kind of praying that it wouldn't happen, at least. So we're arriving on the end of the third. So did you catch the name of the track? Oh my god, I'm actually not playing Trial. I'm stupid. So, did you catch the name of the third track? So the name of the third track is Total Recall. And yeah, I think if you know the movie, you can pretty much guess what planets we are talking about in this track. Then we have Thunder King. I think you as well. You can guess pretty much which planet we're talking about. And most of the tracks will be pretty much a matter of doing 3 laps every single time around the track, making sure that we have the best trajectory every single time, that we don't get bumped outside of a checkpoint loop, that we don't lose too much speed as well. That's something that is extremely important. There are some sections where you will see me going extremely quick, because there is a certain trajectory that you can take that basically gives you the ability to boost for significant amounts of time. Okay. Right. Sonkaverse. Let's go. So this one is not really related to anything, but by the name Sonkaverse, it's actually related to the name of the studio. So Studio Sonka, who actually was responsible for this game. And they're pretty cool. They're based, if I recall correctly, they're based in Poland. And yeah, they're pretty cool to talk to. They were the ones I actually talked to because at first VSR was not in the listing on Twitch, and I had pretty much to ask them to do a listing on Giant Bomb so I could actually play it on stream with the actual name instead of like just games or something like that. And most of these tracks are actually pretty straightforward. That's why, like, I mean, it's a game that can be speedrun pretty easily, to be fair. Goddess of Love. So, Goddess of Love, I think you can guess which planet we are on right now. Nope. Because we had Thunder King, we had Goddess of Love, Gaia. And the thing is, you might have noticed that the layout of the track changes very slightly each lap. It's because each time you actually turn, there's a very slight chance that you might drift. And in this case, if you actually start to drift, the layout of the track will be completely different for the following laps, and you have to adapt to that as well. So it can be pretty challenging. At least. Just stop there to make sure. Oh, there you go. Okay, Twin Giants, which is for the life of me, I can't remember which planet is that. But there's a reference to like twin giants, like two satellites very close to a planet. And like most of the run will be pretty much. You can see most of the run is tapping the A button in rhythm, tapping the B button in rhythm, and just pressing the button A button absolutely all the time. Shouldn't be an issue though. So you can see there's a total of two. Like you can see pretty much the HUD in front of the ship. There's this. There's those. God, I can't focus right now. You can see one. Okay. You can see the target right there, like it's blue right now, but it flashes red when it arrives in front of the checkpoint. It makes you actually notice that the hitbox of the checkpoint is actually a little bit. It's actually a little bit bigger than it appears, at least. And for the rest, it's a pretty straightforward game. And we arrive on the last track, Bursa Mayor, which is you basically looking at it and telling yourself that's not a planet. That's definitely not a planet. And you'd be right. It's actually, well, it's actually the setting for another game by Sonkaverse called Astro Bears. I think you've probably heard of it. It's basically a party game when you control bears and you have to like ribbons on the planet. It's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool to play with. The planet is also this planet is also used in this version of voice-based racing when you have to race around it this time. Yeah, I was a little bit more concerned there. I would not get it. Okay. And we're arriving on the last lap, so like I said, it's a pretty cool game. You can usually find it for about $1 or $2 on the eShop. I think at some point on the American eShop was like 40 cents. I think it's might not be the case, but I think it might actually be on sale right now. So be ready and time.
GG.
Yeah. Well, that was a chore. Had a lot of problems focusing on the game and also the fact that I actually lost my words a couple of times.
I think it happens to everyone. I dare say that there was also the marathon luck aspect of it with the crash. It's quite unfortunate that this tends to happen, but we'll just play with a crash RNG or something like that.
Yeah, so for 1408, I'm just checking. Fun fact, a crash loses about 30 to 45 seconds. My world record is 13:42. So it means that I basically lost the world record again to a crash. I can basically add that on the pie because I think it's been the 5th or 6th world record attempt that finished in a crash. So yeah.
That must be quite tough to have to compete against your own time, knowing that there's such a risk for a crash.
I'm just used to it at some point.
You accepted the fate.
Yeah, I accept my fate at this point. I'm just whatever.
But I think no matter what happens, I think everyone enjoyed it. Definitely, especially with the music and all. Are there any things you'd like to say?
Not much else. No, really, not much else. I think it's like if you want to play this game, like it's pretty cool. I know that it's pretty much a niche game. It means that if you are not a fan of racing games with a twist, you're probably not going to like this game. But if you like, if you like challenging racing games, I think this one can bring you quite a lot of challenge. So yeah.
I guess that must be quite challenging from your usual Mario Kart runs.
That's true. That's definitely different from Mario Kart, at least, because I know that even if you basically have 3 buttons, like it's a 3-button game where you have the A button that we press absolutely all the time, the B button that's the B button that you have to lightly tap from time to time or completely press if you want to like grind to a stop, and then the analog stick that you have to press like in pretty much any direction, to be fair. So yeah, that was fun, and Well, I hope I will see you in the next marathon. I know I will be at BSG, and yeah. See ya.
Indeed, thank you so much, everyone. Make sure to give a follow to Ulvind. Definitely, just do it. And up next, right after this, we've got Driver 2 80% with warping with the BPG 13. So definitely stay tuned for that, because we're definitely not done with the driving there. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll be on to that next run after a short intermission. See you all soon.